Well, I guess you have to lay out a strategy here for the silver pumpers, silver, whatever the hell they are. You know, the ones that are always advocating silver. And we'll just have to lay out the strategy. This is what I would do. And, I notice some people actually look at my videos that are probably the more well-known silver people out there. But my strategy would be 100 times different than what these guys do. First off, I'd work with the Western elite. But first, you got to lay it out to them. You know, the middle class majority in America, the true entrepreneurial spirit, is really where all the productivity of goods and wealth really comes from. You never freaking want to rape them, because you know what's going to happen? It's going to come back on you, and you're going to wind up painting yourself in a corner. Like I said, a lot of the best inventions and ideas came out from the middle class America. Entrepreneurial spirits that came out of nowhere. They weren't born into some elite group. It wasn't because they had a lot of wealth. It was actually because they didn't have wealth and they had to strive. That's what made, some of the best ideas come out of America, our ingenuity, right? I mean, not that we have we're the only place in the world that has ingenuity. I know it's in China, Japan, everywhere, Russia, UK, Canada. I know it's across the world, but my point is that the middle class is actually the strength of the elite. So there's always going to be an elite. There's always going to be a 1%. There's always going to be a 1 basis point. It's a definition. Got to work together. But this is my beef on silver with these guys, with the silver people, is first off, I would never attack the dollar's this, the dollar's that, and all this kind of garbage. The dollar's fine. The dollar needs to remain the world reserve currency of the world. Fine. That's fine by me. I would like it to see and remain the #1 premier currency of the world. Let's back the dollar with silver. You say there's not enough silver out there? Yes, there is. Yes, there is. It's just you got to freaking make the right quotient ratio. $1,000 is 1 ounce of silver. That's all you have to do. And I think we need to push for this way, because then, despite it being $1,000 equals 1 ounce of silver, nothing else is going to change. It's the same deal. Everything else will be the same. Why not fix the problems that way? It's almost like, why put it to the Federal Reserve you guys are wrong, and this is the canary in the coal mine, it's the silver prices are going up or the gold prices are going up. Why put it to them like that? Let's put it to them like this. Let's make the U.S. dollar not a fiat currency, and let's set the price of the U.S. dollar at $1,000 to an ounce of silver. Ergo, it's going to kind of change the prices of all the currencies to an ounce of silver. Fine. No problem. But let the U.S. be the leader. Let the U.S. be the leader. Be fine by me. I think that would be an excellent deal. I think that would be an excellent deal. And it should be a strategy of the silver advocates out there. Rather than attacking the system, let's work within the system. Nothing wrong with U.S. dollars. They still buy plenty of stuff. So, you see my wisdom here. It's the way it should be. I know it's not perfect. I know there's going to be some comments out there about different things. But this is the way we should pursue things. And, look at the price of silver going up, because, first off, it's not going up. We want to have it this way, where silver is actually backing the U.S. dollar. Where silver is, we don't have a fiat currency anymore. We have sound money. And sound money will be 1,000 U.S. dollars to an ounce of physical silver. Sounds fine to me. I'm not attacking the dollar. I think it's great. I think it's great. I mean, why would that change the price of anything else? It shouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't think it should. I think it'd be great. So, for you people out there in Silverland who are pushing all this stuff about, against this and against that, and all these people are doing this wrong and that wrong, I think you ought to concentrate on the positive aspects of silver and how it can actually help the West, how it can help the U.S. dollar, how it can help even our Western elite, because we're always going to have elite. I mean, elite means the top 1%, the top 1 basis point. There's always going to be a 1% or a 1 basis point, but how we can all work together, and how the U.S. dollar could be the only currency in the world that is actually backed up by something solid. I think that would be fantastic. So let's put this proposal out there that the US dollar, 1,000 US dollars, is backed by an ounce of silver. And keep everything else the same. So I think that's really the best way to think. We got to think positive. We can't be throwing stones at people. I don't throw stones at people. I mean, you guys in the alternative media, I don't know. I don't think you get it all the way. And I don't think you people in the silver area get it all the way. I have a different way of doing things. So I like the US dollar. I think it's great. I think it ought to survive. I think it should be the #1 premier currency in the world. It should remain a world reserve currency. We don't need a global currency. We got the US dollar. Let's back 1,000 US dollars with an ounce of silver. And keep everything else the same. That's perfect. Solution. Problem solved. No problem.